Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Luna Soul Oracle. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is the weekly collective message. So I hope this week is going well for you. If I remember correctly, this week we're doing the weekly collective message for September 19th to the 25th. So we will be doing the collective message throughout the week. And stay tuned. This week, I will also be doing zodiac readings for the month of October. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game and give you the the monthly predictions for your zodiac signs. So you will be seeing me do it in batches. I usually do 4 or 5, around four at a time. So stay tuned. Probably this weekend or during this week, I will be doing some of the beginning zodiac readings like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So this will be later on the week. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, lunasoul_oracle, please do. That's where I give my announcements of when I'm doing YouTube live streams. Because I don't have the community tab yet on YouTube. I'm waiting to get enough subscribers so I can let you guys know forewarned, like be in advance, but I can't do it here. So I will love for you if you follow me on Instagram so I can give you a little bit pre-show of what I'm going to do these YouTube live readings. So again, I am going to be doing the beginning zodiac readings for monthly predictions for the month of October. Okay, so stay tuned for that and listen up on my Instagram, of course. And I have other social media platforms. I have Pinterest, Luna Soul Oracle, TikTok, Luna Soul_Oracle 1, and of course my YouTube. So if you're subscribed, thank you. Thank you. I just got a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I am Luna Soul Oracle. I'm a Grand Reiki Master, energy reader, medium, all that. But I like to call myself energy reader because that's what I do. I read energy. And what I do on my channel is I do zodiac readings, of course, weekly collective messages. I do full Reiki free sessions. They're free.com. So if you like some free healing, if you're open to that, again, check my playlist on my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of playlists there, a bunch of things that you can see and understand and look through. And if you want more information of what Reiki is and all like the bits and pieces, I do have a highlight on my Instagram that clearly states what Reiki is and what it does. But overall, it's just energy healing. It's not a cure to anything, but it just helps alleviate and helps you energetically align to good things in your life, whatever that may be for you. Different people, different issues. So thank you for joining me. We're going to do the weekly collective message. I do also have an announcement because I went over 200 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you again. I appreciate those of you who recently subscribed. Thank you. I'm trying to hit a goal at least to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping by maybe next year, maybe even end of this year. Who knows? I can reach 1,000. That'll be awesome. So tell your friends, if you vibe with my messages, if you vibe with my healings, by all means, follow me. I will be doing zodiac readings every month. I'll be doing Reiki sessions every month with different themes. And I will also doing the weekly collective messages. And don't forget, every new moon, I do YouTube live streams of free one card new moon readings. So I do free one card new moon readings. I usually give myself around 2 hours, and anyone who pops on who is willing to be read, again, I will not tap into your energy if you don't give me permission to. I can give you a free reading and, see how we vibe together. And if you like it, subscribe. So, I wanted to let you know that our winner, because I'm going to announce the winner now, because some of you want to know who won, right? So the winner for this 200 YouTube subscribers giveaway is Ragna. So again, people who kind of entered the giveaway. I had it in Instagram and Ragna won. So if you're Ragna, I will be messaging you. Congratulations. First of all, you win a free 30-minute session, either of the choice of mediumship, tarot session, or a distant Reiki session. So you get to choose one of those sessions with me. We'll schedule time. And yeah, I'll be more than happy to give you that free session and as a thank you for supporting me during my journey. So congratulations. Woohoo. All right, now let's get on to the weekly collective message. So I have here tarot. This is our tarot deck. We're going to use regular writers with writers. Ooh, I can't speak. Rider Smith Wade. Wow, that took a lot. And then we have here our Earthcraft deck. I felt called to use this deck for Oracle. I couldn't find my self care Oracle, but this, I feel like this will do it justice. So we're going to see me shuffle. I'm going to try to put this a little down so you can see me shuffle. Hello. So we're going to see what is the message for this week. The message and the vibe for the collective. What do they need to hear in this moment in time? Messages that help serve one's highest and greatest good. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Please, discernment, discernment. We grown folk here. I don't gotta remind you about. I'll say it every time because there's always that one person. But still, we grown folk. We should be discerning every day. Critical thinking, my friends. This is very important, especially now. So, let's see what messages flow with you. Okay, and also stay tuned. I will be alerting when I will be doing the new moon YouTube live stream for the free one card pool. I think the new moon is happening on Monday, which I will be able to do. So check in my Instagram. I will alert you when. If you're on Pinterest, I will alert you there as well. So this is for my collective. What message do they need to hear on this week, this weekly collective message? What energy will survive the collective? What should they know? Okay, let's see. Interesting. That is very interesting. Cards we have this for this week. All right, so we got like two major arcana cards here. We have the Empress and the Hangman. Those are the two. Given from what I'm seeing from this reading, it's a lot of there's a lot of internal changes happening. I feel like a lot of us are starting to heal even deeper. There's a lot of introspective work, especially with this Mercury retrograde. I don't know about any of you, but I felt like I was doing some deep reflective work for me. I don't know about any of you. It didn't feel, I don't want to like jinx myself, but it didn't feel as bad. Um, as people were saying. Personally, I just think it's very reflective. I don't know. I feel like things are being brought to the surface in order for us to review, maybe even reflect on and grow from. I see here the King of Swords. So this week, the energy of the week, the first card is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is a royalty card, a divine masculine energy. Hi, Carolina. Thank you for joining me. I'm doing a weekly collective message. So our first card is the King of Swords. Now, one thing the King of Swords is really, really good at is balancing logic and emotions, able to feel but at the same time think logically. So I think a lot of us are starting to learn how to, yes, acknowledge our feelings, but also think in a way where it's logical and rational. Okay, we're feeling this way, but why? So there's no this feeling of being taken by emotions, but more or less inspecting it more and understanding it better. And that's what I'm hearing for most of us. You're going to be understanding your emotions better, understanding why you feel that way, understanding the cause and effect. I'm hearing like what caused this, for what is actually the cause and why the result in terms of that. So you may be approached with situations where will trigger something, but it's very, I'm hearing very obvious. It's not like figure out you have to figure out what is the reason, what is the root cause, but this is very obvious. It's like you can't miss it. It's right there in your face. You cannot miss it at all. So if you're feeling a certain type of way, it's going to be very clear. It's going to be, you can connect the dots very easily. You can understand why you feel the way you feel, and it will help you gauge how to approach those emotions and how to respond in a way that's more uh, responsible for you, effective in a way that helps you grow. So this is what I'm feeling, a very much introspective, but in a way that's going to be helpful to you, a way that you can understand yourself better and understand what exactly is happening. So let's just, like I said, a situation that causes you to be upset, you understand clearly why you're upset and what it stems from. So that's what I'm hearing. A lot more clarity, a lot more clear connections to what you're feeling. There's no mist and trying to figure out what is the reason. I don't know. I feel like Cardi B just came. What is you know the reason. There's no, you don't have to go around and figure things out and look for clues. You know what it is. So it's very clear in your face. Take it or leave it. Most of you are understanding it and taking it and understanding those emotions. So hold on one second. I have to. Uh, hold on. Report. Okay. Yeah. Clearly. Somebody is like gonna. So it looks like somebody tried to hijack. Yeah. So it looks like somebody's on the live. Clearly, somebody got the has the time. Um, wow. Sorry, guys. It looks like somebody's acting weird. So, looks like somebody has the time today. All right. I'm going to have to get off the live. Whoever it is, it looks like somebody's trying to hack the. Yeah, I never seen something like that, but clearly someone is bored and has the time. Yeah, so it looks like they're bored. I was going to get off, but yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like people are bored. Yeah, so it looks like. Don't worry. It looks like someone's bored, clearly. And maybe they don't have nothing else to do. But yeah, sorry about that. Somebody went on the chat and started putting hate speech. Like, it must be like a 10-year-old or something. I don't know. Well, I'm going to continue on reading. And like I mentioned, clearly there is a connection in terms of, let me just see. All right. So the next card here is the Empress card. So this talks about also nurturing yourself. So I feel like if there's a balance in terms of how you see your mentality and your rationality, there's also this caringness nature about it. The fact that you're able to take care of yourself by being more rational and balancing your emotions. So the Empress card talks about a motherly energy, someone who is compassionate and loving. And I feel like this is a way of taking care of yourself by not involving or allowing yourself to be taken by emotions of this week. So instead, you're thinking more rationally, and that's a form of self care. You honoring how you feel, but at the same time, thinking in a way that's productive and helpful for you. So, again, this reflective nature, this nature of having that balance between the mind and the emotions is going to allow you to take care of yourself emotionally as well. Maybe even have you think in a way where it's going to be helpful for you. Maybe you can take more time to yourself, do things that are helpful for you rather than sulking in emotions or feeling overwhelmed. This will allow you to be more productive in any endeavors that you have. Maybe even for some of you, this will allow you to step out more, to do more things, to be more productive. This is what I'm feeling right here. So, with the King of Swords energy balancing emotions and rationality, it's going to allow you to nurture yourself 10 times more. So, doing that will allow yourself to nurture. And the next card here I have is the Three of Cups. So it talks about community. So again, I feel like what you do with yourself helps others. How you treat yourself helps others, maybe even helps with the energy of your environment. So taking care of yourself emotionally, also being more reflective and understanding of the root causes of how you feel is allowing yourself to nurture yourself more, therefore also affecting your environment in a positive way. So when we're more reflective and introspective, this allows us to see that in other people. And it also allows us to connect with people more as well. So this next card is about the Six of Cups, and this talks about the past. So maybe this community that is around you is family, maybe even relating to someone from the past, maybe a friend, maybe maybe you don't talk to anymore, even a past relationship, whatever pertains to. Again, with these messages, it usually is a general outlook of what's going on the week and what it pertains to. So, community could be friends, family, or a potential past love interest, somebody from your past. Maybe the triggers that you're feeling or the connections of how you feel and understanding the real root cause. There's no hidden mist of figuring out why do I feel this way. It's very blatant and very in your face. It may be connected to how you approach other people, especially people from your past. I do feel like this may be family related. So it's going to allow you to see things in a more logical aspect where, okay, the reason I'm feeling upset is because of this situation, but it also reminds me of something from the past. And maybe I have to let go of that. I have to understand that more. And once I understand that, I'm able to nurture myself and validate my feelings and emotions and maybe some aspects I need to heal alongside with understanding how I approach other people, especially the people from that family or situation. And then, therefore, it's going to help understand your past more, understand how to heal from that, understand how to move from that. Again, what we do to ourselves affects the people around us, whether we understand it or not. It also affects how we react to the people around us, whether we understand it or not. If you are dealing with trauma from the past and you're not understanding or dealing with that, it's going to affect how you talk to other people around you, specifically if it's associated with family trauma, or even person from the past. It's going to affect how you react to them, how you view them, how you talk to them. Especially if this is also pertaining to a pattern over time that you start to talk to people or approach people. So, again, this week, I do feel like most of us will have a balance of rationality and emotions. We're going to be able to understand both, understand and feel, but understand the reasonings to why. And this is going to help us heal ourselves, help us understand ourselves, help us nurture ourselves and our emotions where it has a place of validity. And when it has a place of validity, this is how we are able to approach others, because how we treat ourselves, how we heal, it affects how we talk to people, how we interact to people, how we interact with our environment. And again, it will reflect. So this could be a reminder that someone from the past or an emotion from the past connected to a past feeling, family, friend, ex-lover, whatever. It's going to connect you. It's going to allow you to see how whatever in the past happened frames the way you approach others. And it may even change. So maybe this introspective work, this aha moment, this clarity of your emotions and the root cause will help transform how you connect and talk to other people. Maybe you'll see things differently in a way where it's like, oh, I didn't realize I was pushing people away because I was doing this, and it affected me because I was feeling like this from the past, and that's a pattern. So again, I feel like there's a lot of aha moments this week, maybe a lot of more clarity in how you approach people, how you approach yourself. And the reason I say clarity is because we have the hangman. That's the last card this week. So a lot of epiphanies, a lot of just deep rooted understandings I'm hearing. So you may understand yourself deeper. You may get some idea like maybe I need to stop doing this. Maybe I need to stop doing this habit. It's affecting me and it's affecting how I view people. Maybe I need to stop the negative self talk, the critical inner dialogue. Maybe I need to stop pushing people away. Maybe I need to open my heart more. So I do think this week is very deep, but in the best way possible, because it's going to allow you to free yourself from any patterns or constraints you put yourself in just mentally. As sometimes we don't realize that we relive patterns or we repeat cycles of certain habits and things we do. And sometimes we don't notice it. And eventually it comes to a point we do. And that's when we have to kind of start to do the inner work. So this week is a very deep, transformative week. Like I said, to each their own. This is a general message. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Like I said, we're grown folk here. Hey, how are you? You know what's funny? Once I started reading, they laughed. That's the weird thing. When you start to read, they're like, I can't hear this. They want to like it's like they want to the person in the chat wanted to disturb the message, but once the message came out, they didn't want to stay. It's like they don't want to hear it. But yeah, it's kind of people are a little wonkadoodle. Like it's not gonna bother me, to be honest. Like it's not. I'm like, okay, you have the time. But it's kind of sad because it's like you spend all this time saying those things. Like, why are you saying it? What's the reason to why? What why do you feel the need to express yourself that way? What are you feeling right now? Why are you feeling that way? What's the reason that prompted you to come here and say those things? Because it's not me. Nothing to do with me. I just happen to see it and I'm like, oh, okay. So when people start to react and respond and spew and project, it's nothing to do with the person. It's to do with themselves. It literally is. I just heard knocking, so that means it's the truth. Somebody's like, yes, yes. So it's something to do with themselves. And clearly, whoever this person is, they sound like a young child, most likely like 10 or 11. I wouldn't be surprised. And, it's kind of sad, but hopefully they find peace, but not on my page. Au revoir. Goodbye. So yeah, sorry about that chat thing. I'm hoping that I can eliminate or cut that out of this live. If not, you'll see it in real time. But yeah, thank you for joining me, Lola. Excuse me. We're gonna we're bound to find people that hide behind the internet. Because I highly doubt they would say that in real life. I highly doubt that. That's a cowardly thing to do. But there probably is, for me, gives me like 10-year-old vibes. I wouldn't be surprised if they're 10 years old. Right. Yes, Carolina. I wouldn't be surprised if they're 10. You know. It is what it is. All right, so these are the collective message. Look, the first card is seer, seeing the truth. Things are, like I said, we're going to be seeing clearly this week. There's no haze, there's no clouds. It's going to be clear as day. So if there's anything you need to know, it will be clear. It will not be, there's no mystery behind it. There's no figuring things out. It's in your face. You either take it or leave it. The next card is death. Literally, whatever you see, what's coming to you clear as day is meant to bring change. It's telling you to die. Let those emotions and feelings die. They no longer serve you. So, what you're seeing right now is the ending of cycles, ending of patterns, ending of anything that you need to let go. Like I mentioned, things from the past, seeing the clear connection, the root cause of why you're feeling that way. Not because of that moment. There's a reason why it keeps repeating over and over, but you know the core reason. It's going to be clear as day. You see with the seer card. And look, the number here is 27. Okay. So this is a beautiful card. Beautiful. So a lot of us will be seeing clearly. There's no hidden vision. It's in our face. And this is where we have to accept what we feel and validate it. And once we do, this is where death will happen. The death of that old self, the death of those old patterns, self-limiting beliefs, old paradigms where we have to let go because it's no longer serving us. We know this. It's going to be like most of you will get a clear like I can't do this anymore. I have to stop. There's like and after you do this realization, you know you can't go back. And this may be even you just realizing you're not the same person before. I'm not the same person before. I can't go back to who I was. I need to start making changes. I need to start doing what I need to do to move on forward. And this is the death of the old self, death of old beliefs, patterns. We're growing. We're always growing. There's never a stop. And when we grow, we transform, we let go, and we heal and we integrate. So this is the death card. It's very beautiful too. It shows like winter trees where all the leaves. Remember, with winter trees, when trees they never die in the winter, they hibernate. And I think I don't know if everybody knows this. You should. This is like basic elementary biology. Trees never die in the winter, especially when the leaves fall. They are hibernating. What happens is they drain all the beautiful nutrients from their leaves, the leaves, and the leaves fall off because already the nutrients is absorbed by the tree. And when that happens, it usually happens in the winter months, the leaves fall and the trees are still alive. They're just hibernating. So that's what I'm hearing with this card. You're learning to let go of dead leaves. You absorb the information, you understood it, you're letting it go, letting the leaves fall, and now you're hibernating, you're understanding it, you're healing, you're processing, you're integrating, you're growing. And then when spring comes, you can bloom again, but into a different form of self. You get the analogy here? So this is what I'm feeling with this card. Some of you may be seeing the number 7 because we had 27 with the seer card. And again, 7 is showing up. 7 is a lucky number. It also means abundance. So this may be abundance of the mind, abundance of clarity, abundance of understanding. There's going to be an overflow of information coming to you. This information is for you and you only to understand, no one else. So, whatever information you're receiving, it's for your highest and greatest good and for your growth. This will be the process of transformation for you, the information you're gaining this week. Very clear, no hidden meanings, nothing. It's in your face. It can't get no clearer than that. There's no hiding behind this answer, this truth, whatever is coming to you this week. The next card is the Wild Winds. Very pretty card. Now I'm hearing to read the message to you, so I'm going to read the message. Wild Winds, and it's number 42. Let's see. Okay. Wild winds. It says here, I'm going to hold the card up for you. It says here, do you hear the whispers in the wind? Have you ever been alone in nature when suddenly you hear a word or a sound, but no one is there? Earth Mama speaks to us in many ways, but it takes time and practice to hear her with clarity. At first, you may wonder if it's your mind playing tricks on you. Do not allow doubt to block the wisdom of the earth. The Wild Winds card commonly appears when a spirit or the universe has sent you messages in the form of synchronicities or patterns that are reoccurring numbers, symbols, colors, shapes that you have missed. This card is a nudge to open your senses to the messages that you have been closed off to. Sometimes a message can be so clear that it becomes overwhelming. Other times, messages are so subtle that you must be completely calm and still to see them. Either way, you are being called to make sense of the little cute clues being left for you. To do so, you must listen to your heart and trust that you know what is being presented to you. Don't overthink the synchronicities that come into your life. Do not approach them with logic and reason. Do feel them in the spirit and know that your first instinct is often the correct one. Okay. So they also have a little spell, like a little jar spell here. It says Wild Winds jar spell. I'll read it for you if any of you are interested. It says here ingredients, a jar and a lid. This is probably the easiest spell you'll ever do, but you shouldn't underestimate its power. When you pull this card or when there is a message you can't comprehend, hold the jar in one hand and the lid in the other. Stand outside in nature, preferably in a forest or a park with a lot of trees surrounding you. Say out loud, nature spirit, speak into the wild wind, that which you intend for me to know. Wait until you feel the wind blow and scoop the wind into the jar and close the lid. Place the jar beside your bed and ask for the wild winds in the jar to enter your dreams and reveal the message. When your message is revealed, thank the winds and release them back to Mother Earth. That's actually a beautiful spell. So that's if any of you are called to do that. Personally, I don't think you need to do all that. You can just ask yourself, what is the message? Can you come to me in a clear sign if there's any, and if you're seeking anything? But I have a feeling you're not going to need to do all that. This also references your dreams. So there may be a dream pertaining to a situation, or maybe even like I mentioned, the past, where you're going to start to understand how you feel about certain things or certain situations. It's going to be clear. It's going to be super clear. And clear meaning in the best way that you can understand it. Um, I'm hearing this message to say this clearly. It's going to be the way you understand it. For example, a sign for me could be different versus a sign for you. For me, balloons could mean celebrations, birthday, but you, it could mean something else. Balloons can mean sadness. Whatever it is, the message will be for you in your way that you can understand the best of your ability. Okay, I'm saying this because I want you to not ask other people what it means. You will know what it means because it's the way you understand it. So I'm hearing that specifically for some of you. I don't know if you try, like, you tend to ask people, what does this mean? What does that mean? Why don't you find it out yourself? What's the first thing that pops in your head when you receive a message or you feel a certain type of way? This is where we have to understand ourselves, understand how we feel more. It's kind of a way of trusting our guts rather than just relying on outside resources. So this week, I challenge all of you to really listen to yourself, listen to your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, even your bodily reactions to see how you feel about a situation. And also, it will be clear. You can't hide from this. I'm hearing whatever this information it is, it'll be clear as day. I've seen 111 or 11 alone for a month now. Yes, one personally, when you look at numerology, one usually means the beginning. Also in yeah, it usually begins. a new cycle. So it could be that there's something that you're beginning. It doesn't really have to mean anything super big. It could be something minor. Maybe you're beginning a new hobby, or you're beginning a new change in your routine. I feel like people make over dramatize signs and make it seem like it's something grandiose. It's not. It's actually very subtle. Like the message, it could be very subtle. It could be some small change in your routine, but I guarantee you, small changes eventually lead to big results. Little by little, the changes you make. Um, and then eventually you'll see the big change happen all at once. It's because you made these small little changes and it's building up into something different. So I would say every time you experience the 1-1, just say thank you to the universe. Understand that you're changing, you're growing. Things are never permanent. I'm going to remind you of this: it's never permanent. Things are always changing and growing. Things will never always be the same. Okay. And it's it's something to understand about living this human life, this human experience. We're always growing, we're always changing, so always be open to that, whatever that may be, and in whatever way it presents itself to you. But yeah, these are overall the messages for this week. Please let me know down below, like, what exactly came to you, what was clear as day, because I feel like it could be just maybe clearly that you can't buy food from outside. You have to start cooking. You have to start doing things for yourself, whatever it is. So I'm nosy. I would like to know, what is that clear message that is just clear as day that you realize you have to do or you have to let go of, that's going to help you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations to Ragna for winning the 200 YouTube subscriber giveaway. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you all who come on the lives for supporting me. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget, I have a new Reiki session up. It is the session to release guilt, fear, and shame. It's a really good session if you're feeling a certain type of way. Maybe that person in the chat want to try that out. Something's going on with that person. Maybe they want to try that out and it will help them out in some way. Um, I'm hooked on idolizing. One thing, Carolina, I would say idolize yourself. You're amazing just the way you are. Okay. So thank you for joining me. Again, follow me on IG. I will announce when I'm doing the zodiac readings for this week. I don't know when. Usually I have to go by what I feel and if I feel good that day or not. Like I said, IG is the best way to see the updates. Okay. And thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.